Hello, welcome to hell, motherfuckers. How's everybody doing out there? Bob, Zach, what's up? See you guys. Thanks for tuning in and for the support as usual. Really quick, too, I need to remind myself to right the wrongs of the past, but I want to show a couple of the posters I was talking about, Convulse and Blood, that Ruin played shows with those bands over the last few years. And like during Austin from Vacuous Depths interview, I wanted to show the Convulse poster because he's a huge Convulse fan. So, and we were talking about that. And then obviously Blood was a main band last week on the live stream, and I just forgot to fucking show these posters. So sometimes, you know, there's nothing upstairs. I don't know what to tell you. So I'm going to wait for some of these people that were involved in those chats to get on so I can show the posters at some point. I have them sitting right next to me, so I shouldn't forget. Also, there was a couple people asking, how come you don't show every single release that you play on these live stream shows? I just grab a handful of stuff that I find offhand that I want to add to the list. Plus, I don't have every single thing in the universe. I know it's hard to believe. You know, I'm not Ken Escobedo. He owns literally everything. So, I mean, I got a lot of stuff. Trust me, I got a lot of stuff. And the majority of the stuff that I play, I have. Whether I could find it or not. Like today, there's a 7-inch that I literally just saw the other day, and I was going to show it, but now I can't frickin' find it. You know, sometimes the way my brain operates, I stash something somewhere and I think, oh yeah, this, you know, I'll grab it, and then I forget where the fuck I stashed it. So, oh well. But I grabbed a tape that has some of the stuff on there, so it's good to go. But yeah, welcome everybody. Thanks again for tuning in. We got another killer live stream episode here, number 35 of the Welcome to Hell show, and this is live stream volume 5. So, been having a lot of fun with these, and plus, you know, again, on the topic of like showing the stuff that I have and whatnot, it'll take, we'll be here for 6-7 hours. I mean, these shows have been averaging 4, which is enough. So trying to cut that down a little bit, but yeah, it gets a little too fucking crazy and cumbersome to fucking, you know, grab all this stuff and try to show every single little thing. So, and again, some of the stuff that I play or whatever, I don't have the actual release. I just find it, know about it, had it at one time, you know, or just I'm familiar with it. Or, you know, some of you send me links too. So if you do that, I'll try to remember, hey, you're the one that sent me the link. Oh, hey, what's up, Austin? Yeah, hey, Austin, now that you're here, let's get that out of the way. This is the Convulse flyer. This is the show we did back on July 5th, 2019 at the infamous 5-Star Bar. So, yeah, it was a fun show. Our friends in Depraver and Unholy Lust. And then, obviously, Convulse was fucking absolutely amazing. And so this is the poster I was talking about, Austin. I forgot to fucking show this during our live chat, but there it is. Boop! Killer shit. Our friend Chris Hateward did this show and had us on, and yeah, it was Convulse was absolutely crushing. They pretty much just did World Without God front to back. So just imagine that, right? Fucking absolutely killer. And yeah, today, so I'm gonna grab some more obscure stuff in a sense. You know, a lot of you guys are fucking crazy underground maniacs too, so you're probably familiar with a lot of this stuff as well. But I've noticed some of the real obscure fucking bands that you guys have been commenting, oh shit, I hadn't heard that. That's fucking badass. So that's what it's all about. That's one of the reasons why I fucking love doing this channel, is to expose all the craziness from the past and share that with everybody. Because like even I, you know, there's stuff that people have shown me, even in the chat, you know, like Elliot, I don't know if you're on here, brother, but yeah, there's some stuff that he's been playing, you know. So there's people that know some pretty obscure stuff, the stuff that I've never heard of that fell, you know, under my radar. So it's always killer. Yeah, exactly, Kai. It's always great to learn about the good shit from the 80s and 90s, because there's absolutely no way that any of us, me included, anybody, know every single band everywhere. You know what I mean? But just about to walk into the Aberrant show in Philly. Aberrant is playing, Bob? Holy shit. I didn't even know they were in town or on tour over here. I mean, that's crazy. But I didn't even hear about that. I know there was some crazy shit going on in Philly over the last few days, some good shows. But all right, well, let's get to it. Enough yapping. I'm going to fucking bust this out real quick. Let's fucking go. Yeah. What's up, Frank? You already know what it is, brother. Fucking Anarcus, one of Mexico's finest. What's up, Evan? Fuck yeah, brother. Spirit World, all good. You're going to be in and out of the chat, you said. Welcome, everybody. Left cross. Okay, Bob, so you meant aberrancy. That must have been a typo. I was like, aberrance? Holy shit. Yeah, aberrancy, man. Those are my boys. Tell Jaime and Matt I said, what's up? Jaime and Matt are the de facto governors of Sacramento, of the metal world. Love those guys. Known Jaime for a really long time. And then through him, obviously got acquainted with Jensen. They've been in bands together forever. Fucking quite a handful of bands now at this point, because Gravehill started going up to Sacramento. Well, Gasp was up there in the past. I don't remember if I had run into Jaime and Matt back then. They might have been around, but I think Gasp only played Sacramento once. But Gravehill played there a few times. First time was with Splatterhouse on the Y, I believe. That club. I don't know if it's still around. Gravehill played there like 2 or 3 times, and yeah, it's always fucking Sacramento's killer. Jaime's fucking hilarious on stage too. I remember Gravehill did a show with Killgasm, I believe, one of their prior bands, and somebody was heckling them because, hey, we're Killgasm from Sacramento, and someone, because it was in San Francisco, it was in the city, so a local San Franciscan started ragging on Sacramento, like, oh, fucking Cowtown, this and that. So Jaime was just like on the mic, he's just like, yeah, dude, whatever. At least my city doesn't smell like piss. That's to this day, that's still one of my fucking absolute favorite fucking comeback lines I've ever heard. But yeah, fucking that's killer, Bob. That should be a good show. I saw the flyer for that floating around. I want to make sure I try to catch up with everybody, because once we get fucking cooking on here, I'm not going to be able to keep track of everybody. I think we got everybody on here. But yeah, Frank Mendez and I are huge Anarcus fans. Got to give Mexico some love. But yeah, I had my Final Fall of the Gods 7-inch literally like 3 days ago, and I'm walking around with it upstairs, going from the office to my room and trying to. And then all of a sudden, I had a long night last night. My buddies from Texas were in town, and I reconnected with a bunch of people. There was a show up in Omani, Cheese Grater Masturbation from Texas. That's Jeff and Dennis and my buddies from Texas and San Antonio. So yeah, I don't go out anymore most of the time. So when I do, it's for a good reason, and I had to go support those guys. And I actually did a song with them. Retarded Cop, I believe it was. I don't know. I just got up there and fucking screamed. And me and my buddy Jaime from the Death Metal Cult, we had some fucking beverages and woo, hair of the dog, baby. That's why I got my chelada, man. Trying to get back on track here. That's what you do when you're a fucking professional fucking drunk. You got to fucking, the good hangover cure is always a chelada. You got to start off with a chelada. It'll get you going. This is the mango one, too. This is good shit. Mango chile. There we go. This is for Anarcus. So I know my boy Pancho and them, they love their cheladas, too. So, but I was able to get this back in the day from Mr. Julio, the fucking crazy alcoholic bass player. Zach, I have not heard the new Unleashed album. I like those. Some of the recent Unleashed albums are pretty good. Hammer Battalion, whatever I remember. There was some good stuff on there. My other band, Self-Inflicted, played a show with them, and they were great live because they played a lot of old stuff. And I haven't. They put out so much shit, dude. I'm really good friends with Anders too, the drummer. He's a good old pen pal of mine from back in the day, and I'm fucking always proud of those guys. Johnny and Anders and the Cats. So fucking legendary band. But yeah, if it's any good, let me know. Maybe I'll check it out. But yeah, this Anarcus tape I got from Julio back in the day, and Never Ending War. So it also has some live stuff from Final Fall of the Gods on the B side. And but when I'll have to fucking show that 7-inch next episode or something. I just couldn't fucking find it. I had a brain fart right now, and all of a sudden, where the fuck is my Anarcus 7-inch? And I had to go live, so I was like, yeah, fuck it. Maybe I'll go hunt it down here if I get some time in between songs. But yeah, Julio was crazy. There was always a contest between him and Shane from Phobia. they were really close, and they like to get wasted together. And it was like, okay, so which guy is going to pass out drunk and piss his pants first? So Julio usually won. That guy was fucking crazy. I don't even know if he's still alive, but he was the bass player on the Final Fall of the Gods and the golden era of Anarcus back in the day. Ruin was lucky enough to play a couple shows with Anarcus too. And last year, 20, what was that? Fucking, I'm trying to remember. I think it was prior to the pandemic, 2019. Yeah, we went out to New York and Philadelphia and Maryland, and we did the last two shows with them. So we did Maryland, outside of Baltimore, Silver Springs, I believe it was, and New York City. The Lucky 13. I was trying to find, there's a really classic picture of Pancho from Anarcus. There's all these, Lucky 13's got like all these strippers and stuff, New York girls, you know, fucking hot ass, like Suicide Girls all tatted up, you know, you like metal chicks and punk chicks. That's the bar for you. It's a fucking great bar though. Bartenders are like all these like biker dudes, and fucking, they got all kinds of crazy New Yorkers all hanging out inside, outside. It was fucking great, man. I fucking love New York. Definitely couldn't live there. Way too many fucking people, but it's fucking, I love going there and hanging out. And yeah, we had a great time. Fucking really fucking killer fucking being able to play with Anarcus, because Poncho's always been a fucking Jonathan. What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, we're just on a fucking live break right now, bro. Ruin. And then the new album should be coming out next year, probably at this point. We're still working on it. But anyways, Poncho's a huge influence on me for the high-pitched stuff, especially with the early days of Gasp, you know. It was like Poncho and Tompa from At the Gates, which, let's keep him in our thoughts, man. He's going through some cancer stuff right now, so hopefully he comes out well on that. I'm not a big fan of the more recent At the Gates stuff. I don't give a fuck. I like Slaughter the Soul. I know fucking people are like, what? When they hear that, yeah, I like that album. I know it spawned a bunch of horrid stuff, but when it comes to melodic death metal like that, there's only like 2 or 3 bands that I like, but I like that fucking At the Gates record. And their old stuff's fucking killer too. It's got some weird production. But yeah, I got that demo too. I'll have to fucking bust that out one of these days. Philadelphia, we played the Century Bar. Bob, Century Bar. It's like a little hole in the wall. Little dive bar. Fucking killer. The fucking... one of the funniest things too, because there's like all these piles of garbage on the street where we're at. Apparently we're in the hood. I don't know if we were like in what they call the Southie or the South Side. I don't know. I forget. But yeah, exactly, Austin. Fucking Rift City, baby. Fucking Slaughter the Soul. I know. Listen, man. I mean, there's a lot of good music that spawned bad music, so you can't blame At the Gates for that. Plus, they were a fucking force live back then too. 95, 96. They were a fucking bulldozer. So... yeah, Philadelphia. Ruin played the Century Bar, and we were kind of hanging outside waiting for things to start up. And there was all these piles of trash or whatever, and this woman was walking her little chihuahua, and the dog was like trying to get into the trash or whatever. And she's total Philadelphia too, Bob. You get a kick out of it. She goes, "Hey, hurry the fuck up, you fucking cunt!" And then she pulled her dog. You know, we started fucking laughing. Sitting here calling her dog a cunt. But yeah, so that's my fucking Philadelphia story. But that fucking show went off, dude. It was great. My buddies, Matt Slime was there, Monica, a lot of old Philly friends, made a lot of new friends, and it was good times, good times. That was actually, to this day, the best show that Ruin's ever done. And our buddy Ron Kaiser from Blasphemous, man, love you, brother. He did the show, and okay, so that's West Philly. Yeah, I mean, you know, it wasn't the hood. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't get held up, or people weren't trying to fucking sell us heroin or anything. But yeah, Zach, I'm not really a Dark Tranquility guy. I like that demo. I have that demo. Unanimated fucking rules. They do it perfectly. And of course, Dissection, you know, they mix the black metal in with it. Yeah, melodic death metal. I mean, dude, melodic shouldn't be matched with death metal for me for the most part. But, you know, there are some exceptions. But yeah, Anarcus, man, fucking legendary stuff. This is I'll have to fucking I'll run into the Final Fall of the Gods 7-inch. One of my prized possessions too, because Vern and Rigid Records did some killer shit. Asok and Anarcus and lots of good stuff. But let's get back to it. Little Purtenance Evulsion on the Welcome to Hell, episode 35, volume 5. Fuck yeah, that's cool, Austin. I didn't know that you helped Aaron getting that going. I fucking totally spaced on that. I'm going to have to bust Aaron's balls about that. I don't know if I got one of those. I mean, this is the fucking OG. Snagged this at Wild Rags, actually. Fucking, they sent it in. And obviously they went on to become Purtenance, and yeah, they're fucking killer stuff. But there's just something about this demo. It's so fucking suffocating and fucking absolutely heavy and crushing, you know? What's up, Maggot Craft? Fuck yeah. Let's get caught up. Oh, yeah, Bob. Yeah, we want to come back to Philly, man. We've been talking to Ron periodically. We'll have to see. Like I said, we're on a bit of a hiatus right now. Everyone's super busy. And, you know, they got other commitments, mainly family stuff. But, yeah, we'll hopefully get back out there next year. We really got to get this fucking album out. This thing's taken forever. So it'll be worth the wait, though. This new Ruin album's sounding pretty badass. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm all caught up with the chat here. Yeah, fucking this. So fucking heavy. Yeah, fucking Aaron. Where are you? Where are you? He's got a life, dude. He's got a life. Hit that like button. What's up, Brutal Assault? Sorry if I don't know exactly what your names are. You can identify yourself. I only go by the handles here that we have, all of our nicknames and bands and labels or whatever. And then, of course, some of you have your normal name on here, so it's easy to identify. But I have a hard enough time remembering the goddamn demos and all this shit, let alone people's names. So, but what do we got next? Got some Live Protector from 1988 in Wolfsburg, Germany. Check it out, and we'll talk about it when we get back. Oh, yeah!
Feel that, feel that, feel like I feel the ground. You don't answer to it, that's how
fucking Protector rules. So yeah, this I had a chat the other night with Daniel from Sacrificer, my buddy Daniel. I don't know if you guys have heard Sacrificer. They're fucking relentless, evil thrash from here in LA. Fucking killer fucking band. And Daniel's a fucking maniac. And he was a little tipsy, and he was messaging me on Facebook Messenger, and it was great. You know, I was just eventually I had to go to bed because it was at the end of the night, you know. I was like, dude, I gotta go, man. Sorry. But yeah, Daniel's a fucking maniac. And yeah, 14-year-old me wouldn't look like those dudes exactly, Kai. Yeah, you don't want to run into those guys in a dark alley. Frank Mendez, you know, man, fucking out here, you don't back then in the 80s, you don't want to run into guys who look like Boulevard Nights, like the fuckers in Boulevard Nights, all 70s and 80s choloed out. Over in Germany, you don't want to run into guys that look like Protector, man. They're going to fucking shank your ass. So, but yeah, so Daniel and I were just talking, and like Daniel and I agreed that Protector of Death, the first Protector demo, 1986, they're fucking ravaging, fucking just ripping fucking thrash speed, you know. I don't even think it's thrash metal. It's like I said, you know, I got to give love to the 80s. Most of this show obviously is focused around the heyday of the 90s, early 90s death metal era. But we also have to give love to the proto-death and the early death metal too, the stuff that influenced it, right? Because Protector is one of those bands that were so extreme. Yeah, Frankie, you were hardcore, man. AKA Psycho. Fucking Big Frank, Psycho. Frank was always good, man, for my band Malfunction back in the day. If the crowd was dead, Frank would start fucking getting the pit going, start getting crazy. But yeah, Protector was just like this, you know, I think, I mean, there was some, obviously we love Destruction, Creator, Sodom, and they were fucking brutal, especially Pleasure to Kill, right? And The Sign of Evil, Infernal Overkill. And then, you know, Darkness and some of these other bands, Violent Force, and amazing, amazing shit, right? But Protector just seemed to be faster and heavier and crazier. You heard those vocals, like fucking A, man. And so what ended up happening with this, like I didn't hear this in 88. I didn't know who the fuck this was. I was still listening to Testament and stuff. I was just discovering Napalm Death, and you know what I mean? Like 87, 88, that's when I started getting into the deep stuff or whatever. I always joke, yeah, I was listening to Testament and Anthrax still, you know, but that's the progression, you know? Like I was talking to my buddy Jaime last night, you know, I mean, he grew up with System of a Down and Korn and stuff like that, but that was his age group, you know, he started with that, then he had to go back and find the really good stuff, right? I mean, that's what I was doing, you know? Yeah, thrash went in another direction, Frank, for sure. It got less evil, it got corny, Bermuda shorts and weird stuff, man. Oh, that Happy Mosh stuff. And obviously that is still popular to this day, but you can't beat the fucking evil thrash. So yeah, I believe Pat from Hellwitch actually sent a little cover of this. And I think we made our own, because I'm looking at the tape case and it has like a little TDK logo on it. So it's probably just an old tape case that we just put the cover in. And then we just, he must have just dubbed us just a regular generic tape just with the cover. Maybe he did send this TDK, because I just, like, I talked in the past, like, used to go to Price Club before Costco took over, and you'd buy a brick of tapes, and they were TDKs. They had Maxells and stuff like that too, but I think the Price Club did TDK. So. But yeah, Protector's fucking totally fucking insane. Classic band. And it's a prime example of that early, I always, you know, people like to call it the proto-death or whatever, you know, pre-death or whatever. To me, it's just 80s death metal, you know. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was being labeled as death metal or whatnot, but I mean, obviously this is kind of thrashy, you know, speed metal on fucking PCP, you know, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, man, it was fucking, it's crazy. And Evan, yeah, if you hadn't heard Protector before, there's your introduction, brother. I mean, that's another example why I love doing this show. Evan, you're a maniac, dude. So this is a band for you. You should go check them out and fuck it. Start from the beginning. 1986 Protector of Death demo. Look that up. If, again, you or anybody else, if you need links, man, just hit me up. If you're connected with me on social media, Facebook or Instagram, or you have my contact, hit me up. Possessed, Zach, it's weird because Possessed came from the Bay Area thrash scene, but they were definitely fucking had some death. I'm not a believer that they created death metal, though. I just don't. I don't believe that. But they were among the first, man. I'm not going to say Jeff Becerra is the godfather of death, but he's one of the early forefathers for sure. I definitely think Mantis was doing crazy shit in 1983, isolated down in Florida, away from everything, and they're just. But Possessed to me is definitely proto-death, I would say. Because if you look, the demo's fucking classic. Seven Churches is classic. I like Beyond the Gates and the Eyes of Horror, but they're more thrash albums, Yeah, Austin Deathstrike, total fucking 80s death metal, that shit was 85 too. I'm pretty sure that Speckman, heard of Possessed, but he had all these bands, Mantis, Genocide, Deathstrike, Possessed. They're all part of it, but like I said, in my opinion, it started down in Florida. This crazy thing called death metal. And then, like I was telling Daniel and I ended up talking about Autopsy too. So then Reifert just gave Schuldiner the edge in that, to where, Master Frank, of course, the legendary Master demo, those Deathstrike and Master demos. I told that story hanging out with Scott from Cyanide at his pad in Southside Chicago, and he bust out the original old demos from 85 of Deathstrike, Master, all that shit. It was just crazy. Fucking history, very historical. But Evan, fucking check out Protector, brother. You'll love it. You'll love it if you like that ripping fucking thrashy death. Fucking, they are absolutely one of the bests. One of the bests. Cam Lee, definitely one of the godfathers too, Zach, for sure. But yeah, Autopsy, as far as I'm concerned, like Reifert he just made death sound absolutely pummeling, And I like Bill Andrews too on Leprosy, but Scream Bloody Gore, dude. Severed Survival. Those albums with the crushing drum sound are legendary. Reifert's always been the death metal John Bonham to me. Plus, he fucking sings too. Whew. Fucking brutal, man. Love that guy, though. All right, enough yapping. We're about 40 minutes in. Got a lot to play. What do we got next? All right, this is my buddy Sam Biles. Some little Hideous Mangulus live. And I think I mentioned this before. Frank, you were talking about, I played 2 Anarcus songs. Well, some of the grindy stuff, the shorter songs, I like to put combos up and put some songs back to back so I got a good 3-4 minutes or whatever. Because obviously a lot of the grind songs are pretty short. So, all right, let's do some live Hideous Mangulus from back in the day. Enjoy.
This one's called Sickening.
Yeah. Let me get this out of here. Boom. I'll get into Burning Inside here in a second, but fuck yeah, Hideous Mangulus. Actually, that footage is my fucking old Thrash Record 7-inch. Or is this the Seraphic? I forget now. I think it's Thrash. One of the two. I'll look at the fucking label sticker in a second. But yeah, fucking I think that that Hideous Mangulus footage that I found that I played, that's fucking predates the that 7-inch too. Fucking Sam. Fucking brutal fucking shit. Let's see. Nevermore Rules. Oh, you didn't get the notification? Yeah, fucking man. You know, YouTube doesn't like me too much, you know. Where's my Welcome to Hell pamphlet brochure? I need to make those. That's a good idea. I'm going to do some merch. You know, Ruin does some crazy different types of merch, the ski masks and the magnets and stuff like that. Maybe I should do a Welcome to Hell pamphlet or something. Let me see. I got to get caught up at the chat. What's up, Carl? Another song track. Are you doing a Bias Levos? You guys tracking? I think I saw a video, maybe something. Kai, yeah, Cam fucking rules, dude. He's a big influence on everybody. You know, fucking great dude too, man. I mean, he's quite an online character sometimes, but he's got a lot of critics and whatnot, but he's actually a really fucking cool guy. If you talk to him, he's just very ornery. All right, he has reason to be too. Sometimes, you know, he goes to battle, but he's a very fucking cool dude at the end of the day. So, Splinter, I'm not doing requests right now because my stupid laptop is fucked. So right now we're in the zone, we're good. But yeah, Recipients of Death rules. I have some Recipients of Death. It's me coming up. I think you asked for some Darkness too. Darkness Germany fucking rules. I'll have to bust out some of that too. Zach, I do not have the Leviathan demo. I don't. Never got a copy of that, unfortunately. That's Chris Barnes' band. I know Cannibal Corpse was like a hodgepodge of different Buffalo bands that broke up. But oh yeah, what's up, JD? He identified himself. I keep forgetting. You know, like I said, if we're chatting and I don't get your name right, it's just because you got because we're white, bro. White people problems, Spirit World. Yeah, maybe. Oh shit! Now fucking YouTube's really gonna fucking come after me. Frank, you asked for some coffin text? Oh well, if you're gonna guilt trip me, you asked for coffin text and I haven't fucking played it. Well, you know, sometimes I get a little whacked out here. I'm having my chilada right now, so I'm feeling good, getting back at it after some beverages. Fucking the Texas boys are coming home. They went and hung out in Huntington Beach today, apparently. So, yeah, but they didn't get as hammied as me and my buddy did. We had a good time, man. It was good seeing everybody last night. I think I'm caught up with the chat, though. Oh, yeah, so Burning Inside. I don't know if you guys know that drummer. Mr. Richard Christie. That was the drummer of that band, Burning Inside. Fucking, you could tell why Chuck purged him for death. Fucking Richard Christie fucking rips, dude. A great drummer. Let's see. Let me gotta get on here. I know somebody mentioned. I will try to do coffin text, Frank. If I don't get to it today, I promise I will get to it in the next one. Because I got a lot of fucking shit to still play. We're almost an hour deep. Too much of my yapping. Yeah, Michael Estes. Somebody said Michael Estes. Yeah, Kai, he was in Acheronte. He was in a few fucking bands down there. But, yeah, Michael Estes is he's a great guitar player. Actually, rest in peace, Michael Estes, too. He passed away in 2020. And then Steve, the other guitarist, also passed away in 2016. So rest in peace to those guys. And, you know, that's unfortunate. No longer with us, but that Burning Inside demo is pretty badass. We got that from sent to Extinction of God. It was going to be part of one of the compilations. So we were in contact with those guys. I couldn't find that demo in my fucking mess. It's probably sitting there with the Anarcus 7-inch. I probably set those two aside. I don't know. But yeah, Coffin Text rules. If I got time today, I'll bust that out, guys. Okay? Fucking A. I'll try. See, now everyone's fucking Coffin texting. Thanks, Frank. Thanks a lot. Now I got to go hunt this down. Let's get back into the music, though. So after Burning Inside. Hopefully you guys like that. Fucking Richard Christie, man. Oh, yeah. Hopefully my buddy Tom Kneisner is fucking watching. I got some Dogod I'm going to play right now. The Other Gods. Fucking Dogod rules. The dudes from Mulder on their tape label, I think it was Caustic Cassettes or something like that. They re-released the Dogod and Cyanide and Master. And they did a bunch of the Morgue. They did a bunch of Illinois bands. And hey, what's up, Susanna? Mwah. My love's in the house. Let's see. So, yeah, here we go. Here's some Dogod. 1982.
Praise, Liar.
Yeah, I'm only a fan of pinch harmonics if they're done in a fucking basement in Muncie, Indiana. That was Necrophagous, Muncie, Indiana's finest. We were in contact with those guys from 93, 94. And they sent the demo in for a review in the fanzine and to be on the comp, Extinction of God, and all that. So, yeah, cool cats, man. Fucking Necrophagous. Phagous, not Necrophagist. That one band, the tech band from Europe that everybody fucking loves. They only did that one album. Fucking, I still run into people that fucking lose their shit. I remember one of the studios that Self-Inflicted had in Placentia here in California. There was this dude that had his own room. This motherfucker had Necrophagous shorts, a shirt, a jersey, a hoodie. It was his favorite band of all time, and he would sit there and blast Necrophagist over the PA. He was a really good bass player too, because those guys from Necrophagist are really good musicians, right? I never liked that fucking band or that album. I never got it, but tech death is not my thing. So I prefer fucking shitty death metal made in a basement of Muncie, Indiana any day. Because that's what I do, I make shitty death metal in a fucking basement in fucking LA. So, yeah, and dude, this guy would sit there with his bass and just fucking play along to the Necrophagist album, and I guess that's how he got good. But what's up, Jeff? New Zealand's fucking mayor of brutality right here, man. Robin, what's up? I'm trying to, all right, it's time to get fucking caught up in the chat. I think we got some new people coming in. The numbers are jumping up. Daniel, what's up? Let me see. Oh yeah, Bob, over there in Philly. Tell Matt and Jaime I said what's up. I think I already said that, but I just want to make sure. So yeah, Necrophagus, and then prior to that was Brain Dead Corpse. The Danish Nutballs. They only had that one fucking demo. Fucking incredible. Again, I believe we were in contact with them at EOG, and they wanted a review, and we started getting floods of demos once we were reviewed in Metal Maniacs and some of the other magazines. I believe we got in Metal Forces too, and I think we were in one of the first two Terrorizer mags when they started. So yeah, once that happened, especially like I've talked in the past, that review that we got in Metal Maniacs for issue number 2, where Liz from 13 was ragging on us a little bit because some of the pictures and shit. But yeah, it was that bad review got us a lot of fucking traction. Thank you, Liz. But let's see. I don't have a basement. Yeah, I guess it depends. The Hawaiian island in Nebraska. You should have a fucking basement in Nebraska, bruh. It's fucking I got fucking tornadoes over there, don't you? Huh. I don't know. All right. Now let's get back to the music. I want to do a little trifecta there because we're already an hour deep and I got a lot of songs to play, you know. I'll see if I have fucking time for that Coffin Text. I love that Coffin Text demo too. That was fucking badass. We have another affiliated band from the Entity camp. Not Entity, but another band that formed in the ashes of Entity. So there was Coffin Text and then this other band that I'm going to play today. You might have seen the demo in the image that I posted today of some of the stuff we're going to get into. But all right, let's get back to the music. We're going to do Morgoth. This way.
Tonight, this song is dedicated to a Pichari and Demolish Hammer. He is Prince of a Chumnar.
man, fucking old Morgoth fucking rules. So yeah, I'm going to show this one off. This is a prime example of the tape trading era. So this is cool. All right, so this is not an original because, Bart and I did not hear Morgoth until the Eternal Fall, Resurrection, Absurd, whatever. I think how you brought that up. The fucking those two EPs are two of my favorite fucking death metal EPs of all time. And then Censure Media, once they signed Morgoth, they did the Cursed album, which is killer too. A little bit slow, a little doomy, but it has, they're still fucking badass. They kind of Odium. What was that? What are their later albums? I don't know if I'm getting them. Maybe I'm getting them confused with Sentence or something because I remember Morgoth and Sentence were coming out at the same time around fucking Central Media days of the old days. Jeff, I'll get to you in a second. Actually, I saw that Killjoy thing. Yeah, so Morgoth fucking they were killer, man. They were, Mark's vocals were insane, Splinter. Fuck yeah. They were just I don't know how to explain it. It was very influenced by Death, obviously. They sounded like Death, but they, much like, Autopsy is the most intense version of Death, right? Autopsy, definitely, the Severed Survival sounds like Death. They got their own sound on Mental Funeral and after that, right? Autopsy's Autopsy, but Severed Survival, which is still my favorite death metal album, but it's very influenced by fucking Death, obviously, because those songs were being written while Chris was, just fresh out of Death or fucking, what's up, Megan? What's going on, girl? That's the horn go, mwah. Love you, Meg. Yeah, fucking Morgoth just had this killer fucking version of it. A German spin on Death, I always called it, right? So we got this from Steve-O from Impetigo doing tape trading with him. And it's cool, He actually put another German band. So, it's just a Sony 90-minute tape. He typed on there for us, Morgoth, Pits of Autumno. And then on the other side, I haven't even fucking listened to this. I need to. I don't know if anybody's ever heard Radio Werewolf. What's the Frequency? Hopefully that's not an REM song. They doing an REM cover? That would fucking suck. That fucking band's horrible. I fucking hate REM. But so another German band called Radio Werewolf. I don't even remember them. They wrote the titles in there for us too. Pretty cool. But just a classic. Like I said, I hate taking everything apart or whatever, but it's just a generic, just a generic thing. Fucking this demo actually has a lot of songs on it. It's almost like an album. Morgoth wasn't fucking around, man. They're trying to make it to the big time. But Morgoth played the U.S. for the first time in like 91, I believe, and they were opening for Creator, a legendary show. They played the big time. So yeah, there's the classic Pits of Autumno demo. Fucking love it. One of my favorites. Morgoth fucking opened for Creator. Creator was well past their prime at this point, in my opinion. They did the Coma of Souls album. Fucking boring as fuck. I just couldn't get it. Live, they fucking sucked at that point. Creator was blown away by Paradise Lost and Morbid Angel. The following year or two, I think, they played together. Actually, I was going to show off that flyer. I just found that flyer recently, too. Went to that show. Paradise Lost fucking stole the show, man. It was the Gothic era, so they were brutal. Anyways, back to Morgoth and Creator and all that. Yeah, Creator sucked that night, unfortunately. Fucking Excel played, which they were fucking awesome. So, Jokes on You was out, and it was just prime, Split Image and Jokes on You songs. And fucking they were just incredible. But the band that stole the show was The Accused. And a lot of you maniacs like The Accused, obviously. I know the Texas boys like Francisco and Carl, you guys love The Accused. I don't know if Carl's still on here, but I know you're an Accused guy, and Accused fucking rules, man. Bart and I were fucking blessed with being able to book The Accused at the AWS shop when we were booking shows in 2007. We had The Accused and Beowulf. And rest in peace, Dale Henderson again. I think I mentioned that before. He passed away recently. And that Outcast album by Creator fucking sucks too, dude. Fuck yeah, Accused rules. You like Como Souls? No, it's, that's all good. To each their own. You like it, man. I don't, and I thought it was boring as fuck, and they suck live. I saw Creator in like 2006. I think they play. Where the fuck did they play? Somewhere in Hollywood. They were amazing. They were fucking amazing, and they played a lot of Pleasure to Kill, Endless Pain, and Terrible Certainty, and a lot of Extreme Aggression. They were. It might have been like a anniversary tour or something, and they were playing fucking old school shit. Brian Bogner, want to be a real metal guy. Here's the quote. Just say fucking between every other word so much that you sound mentally retarded if you've got it. All right, Brian. You're on something there, man. Yeah, well, I curse a lot. I'm a real man. I curse a lot. Had some fucking drinks last night, having some drinks today. So excuse me, Brian. Sorry. I know you got some sand in your vagina. It's all right, though. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, brah. So, yeah, grinning like an Undertaker fucking rules. Yeah, Creator in 2002 with Destruction was fucking killer too. But then I saw Creator a few years later, and they were bad again. It was like they're using those weird PA amps or whatever. Yeah, just no good. So it's all good. Morgoth, it was kind of funny though, because it was that transition from thrash to death metal. So when Morgoth started, there was all these thrash people that were just totally confused. And in between songs, they're talking shit like, what the fuck is this? He sounds like a bear. The singer growls and this and that. This and that. It was just fucking comical. And of course, being a fucking death metal guy, fucking underground fiend at the time, I'm just shaking my head. Fucking posers. Fucking wimps. Fucking posers. If you don't like death metal, you're an idiot. But that's how it was. A lot of thrash guys just never got into it. Fucking Endless Pain rules. My favorite Creator album is Pleasure to Kill, but Endless Pain is like 1A for sure. And actually, I like Extreme Aggression more than Terrible Certainty. I was talking about that before. The Terrible Certainty, I don't know. I mean, I dig the album, and I still listen to it, but the production's kind of, the guitars aren't as heavy. Some of the songs are kind of weird. Obviously, there's some fucking classics, Toxic Trace, and, don't get me wrong. It's a fucking killer album, but Extreme Aggression is just fucking heavy and fucking ripping, So yeah, let's give a round of applause to Brian. I don't know if he's still tuning in. Here's the quote. Fucking Brian Bogner. There it is. Want to be a real metal guy? Just say fucking between every other word so much that you sound mentally retarded if you got it. Yeah, this Brian probably writes reviews for Decibel magazine. He's got his college education and he's fucking smart. Good job, Brian. Let me tell you, fuck off, Brian. Go fuck yourself, bud. So, fucking wimp. Yeah, fuck off my channel. Fucking Jesus fucking Christ, man. I'm just an asshole that does a fucking YouTube channel, plays some fucking death metal. The fuck out of here, Brian. You fucking wimp, motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Exactly, Bob. Fuck off. I'm gonna fucking shadow ban that fucking wimp. Fucking moron. So, that being said, fucking Bogner. Hey, don't be a fucking Bogner, all right? Don't be a fucking Bogner. But now you guys were talking about being posers and shit like that. If you're fucking listening to my show and watching my show, you're not a fucking poser. So Frank and Kai and all you guys, you're not posers. You're not fucking posers, man. It's, hey, like I said, I haven't fucking heard everything. And, 1987, 88, man, I was still listening to fucking Anthrax and, fucking buying DRI records, crossover and shit like that, It's, fucking... It's Carhartt work bands. Fucking hey, if anybody's not a poser, it's you, Frank. You got me into a lot of fucking stuff, brother. So yeah, no, fucking posers, that's a different fucking definition, man. Just because you haven't heard something doesn't mean shit. But to Jeff's comment about the Killjoy collection, that's crazy, dude. I have not seen that video. You're gonna have to link that up for me on Facebook or something. That's fucking incredible. And that being said, fucking dude, I think Killjoy and Necrophagia is underrated as far as like, you know, being death metal godfather. You know what I mean? Like, I think Killjoy was like 83, 84, dude. So Becerra was like, you know, he was growing up in the old, you know, going to see Death Angel and Exodus and stuff like that, which is badass, you know. The Bay Area, early Bay Area thrash scene fucking rules, man. Fucking, so, you know, obviously it got lame later. It's not really my thing. Some of the bands really wimped out or whatever, but that early stuff is incredible. It's part of the evolution of extreme music. But, you know, and fucking Possessed was fucking brutal and evil and everything. But, you know, I think Seven Churches just, you know, the demo and the Seven Churches album just kind of, the planets aligned for them, man. But, you know, Necrophagia, Killjoy, I mean, he fucking was doing stuff before a lot of these cats. So I always say like Chuck, Cam, and Rick Ross and Killjoy. And then a little bit later, Reifert, you know, because Reifert was young, man. But Killjoy, the thrash band era. I'm not really, you know, Necrophagia put out so much stuff. I just know you know, obviously I grew up on Season of the Dead. I love that fucking album. But actually, you know what, Spirit World? There's a lot of Ohio bands that are fucking killer. And I have quite a few in the pipe on future fucking shows that I have set up. I set up a bunch of episodes in advance. And yeah, man. Yeah, Frank, we were right in the middle of the crossover stuff and just went deep into the most obscure shit. Wanted to highlight that. That's very true. Well, Carl busts everybody's balls, dude, because Carl's OG Godfather, you know. Carl fucking, you know, he looks young, but he's an old man. You know. And we love fucking Carl, man. But yeah, no, Carl's been around. He's been around longer than me. So he knows his shit. So Carl's one of the godfathers down there in Texas, so he could bust everybody's balls for the most part if he wants to. Carl's like 63. He looks like he's 35 though, man. Fucking Carl. You fucking handsome devil, yeah. Fucking that's fucking great. All right. What do we got next? Let's get some fucking music going. Fucking Bogner. Let's quit being Bogners. Ooh. Some heavy duty fucking shit right here. Here's I'm gonna pull some Bogners. Fuck. YouTube's gonna he's gonna fucking report me and shit. But let's play some heavy duty Cryptocaros. I definitely Vengeance from Darkness is like my favorite 7-inch of all time, but I love this one too. And Crypt fucking rules, so let's get into it. Fucking some of the heaviest Swede death ever. Check it out. Yeah, fucking rules, huh? Fucking one of my all-time favorite demos, and actually, the 7-inch is on the other side of this, but this is the 7-inch. Classic stuff. Yeah, they were one of the heaviest fucking bands of all time. Like I said, that first Crypt 7-inch, unbelievable. And Christian, the singer, that's the dude that got me really fucking when Ruin got back up and running in 2015. He was the one that really inspired me to fucking get low as possible, and try to get just as heavy as fuck, heavy duty. And they're, one of my fucking all-time favorite bands for sure. So yeah, Megan was talking about Bogner in a Boston accent. See, what would that be? Bogna? Hey, Bogna, you wicked wimp, Bogna. Fucking dude. We could keep going and going. Fucking, I'll be here all night doing fucking Boston fucking accents. Bogna's got to go over there, fucking drown him in the fucking Delaware River, Fucking, my Boston accent's probably fucking pretty horrible. We need fucking Bill Burr out there fucking talking shit on Bogna. What a fucking dork. Did I nail it? Megan would know. I love Megan's accent too. She's a East Coast gal, so she's got that dialed in. When I go to New York, you go to one of the infamous diners in New York. The Puerto Rican gals have the best fucking accents, dude. It's just, and New Yorkers too. And then in Philly, it's a little bit different. Megan's from Connecticut, so that's very connected to New York in that sense. So it's a kind of a New York, and then New Jersey is its own thing too. New Jersey has their own accent, kind of just like how the Bay Area and LA have different accents too. In the Bay Area they say hella. Oh, that's hella. We always, shut up. Us Los Angelinos never liked the hella term. But what's up, Real Goose? Mike Violet, Warhammer. Got some new people jumping on. So let's see. Let me go through the chat. Somebody talked about the production on this, which was crazy for when it came out. Absolutely. It was really fucking, it's clean yet heavy as fuck and still dirty enough, totally fucking crushing though, because the Vision 7-inch, is just so dismal and oppressing and dirty and filthy. So I know that they probably don't, care for that fucking release, and they wanted to clean up a little bit, but still, man, they're still fucking heavy as fuck. And I think they're active. I don't know what they're doing. They're probably doing some underground festivals and stuff, but I'm always here just too drunk to type. Yeah, you and me both. Yeah, Meg, you definitely. Romer has like one of the heaviest fucking Yonkers accents ever. Fucking Yonkers, Yeah, fucking. We couldn't me and Raj couldn't practice the other day because I busted my hand on this fucking Guido. I beat this Guido up the other day, and we couldn't practice. So Raj is a little fucking irritated, but whatever. We're gonna give back to it once my hand heals, because I can't play fucking bass, So yeah, he's fucking Yonkers as fuck, dude. Yonkers is like a whole different thing too. But then when you get to Western New York, to Buffalo, it is a slight accent. You go upstate to like Saratoga Springs and stuff like that, and even Rockland County, which is pretty close. It's kind of like an hour away out of the city or whatever. But yeah, fucking love those fucking things. The real good. You say hella, yeah, just annoying. That's a Bay Area thing for us. But we say dude. We call women dude, men dude. Our family's grandfather dude. Hey dude, nah, dude. We say dude a lot down here. A lot of people do though, but that's mainly fucking kind of a Cali thing. So what else? Oh yeah, I'm gonna show the fucking blood poster real quick. This is the blood show we did last year. Forgot to show that last week. And there's Ruin and our buddies in Command that played first. Command's fucking awesome. Some of the Mortal Wound dudes, and Killer fucking band. But yeah, this is the Blood poster, man. Fucking what an honor to fucking play with the mighty Blood. That was the last Ruin show for a while, probably. So we'll see what happens next year. But all right, let's get back to it. That was the mighty Cryptocaros. What do we got next here? Ba ba ba. Ooh, here we go. Where's my Pungent Stench? We're gonna play a little Pungent Stench. Extreme Deformity. This is some live stuff. Check it out. Fucking killer, man. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Bam. Technical difficulties once again. But my old beat up Pungent Stench 7-inch nuclear blast. One of the funny things in the Swedish death metal book, Nick Anderson's talking about Nihilist and Entombed, you know, when Digby from Earache was hitting him up. Digby wanted to sign Nihilist, obviously. They were the shit. And, you know, they were, Nikkei was totally about it. They were going to get signed to Earache, but then, of course, Nihilist broke up and then Entombed reformed. So Digby was kind of bummed, just like we all were. What's up, Shannon? Avenger of Shannon. The fucking 17th fucking time. My fucking guy, man. Fucking crazy jarhead brother of mine, man. Fucking blowing shit up. Fucking salute to you, brother. You old leatherneck. Love you. Everybody fucking drink a beer for Shannon. He's a vet. And Avenger of Blood fucking rules. So can't wait for that new album, brother. I'm going to be fucking... I don't play a lot of new shit on here, but Avenger of Blood's going to get some fucking play for sure. I just got to... You got to remind me, brother. Fucking bust that link out for you. But yeah, fucking Pungent Stench. So fucking Nikkei was like, yeah, you know, Marcus from Nuclear Blast was talking about signing us too, but there was just something wrong about Nuclear Blast, you know, releases. They were just very... The layouts were bad, and they just had a bad German taste to everything. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? A bad German taste? We love the fucking Germans. I don't know if my boy Stefan's watching that. He's going to get pissed. He's going to fucking burn all his Entombed albums. But I always thought that was a funny quote. Had a bad German taste to everything. You know, fucking Scheiße. Bunch of Scheiße. But, yeah, man, hey. Nuclear Blast put out some fucking classics, man. And, I was writing to Alex and became friends with Alex and Martin. See, Pungent Stench, first time they came out here, they played with Fear Factory, I believe. And then the second time they did the tour of Brutal Truth. And I think by that time, I mean, I think they were still on Nuclear Blast, but Nuclear Blast and Relapse were working together. So that tour was like 94. And I want to say the first time Pungent was here with Fear Factory was like 93. They were fucking killer, man. And Jacket, the bass player, what a maniac. He was a total, like, I'm not going to say he was a junkie, man, but he was a fucking druggie. He loved L.A. because there's a lot of drugs in L.A., man. Frank knows. Any of you from L.A., you know, this is basically the drug capital of the goddamn world half the time. So, you know, whatever you want, we got it here, man. Oh, yeah, Jeff, thanks for the shirt compliment. I actually got this Bride of Insect shirt last year from Lori. Fucking, she did like a release or whatever and was selling shirts, so I had to get one because obviously Nuclear Death's one of my favorite bands. We got some coming up, but yeah. So Pungent was fucking amazing, and Alex and Martin. You know, Jack X's cool, but he's just very quiet. But Alex and Martin, fucking, I was able to hang out with those guys quite a bit. And actually, I was selling weed at the time, and I sold Martin like an ounce of weed, and it wasn't the best weed. It was like a lot of shake left over. That's all I had left. And he was like, $30. And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, it was like a whole ounce of shake, basically. Some buds, but you know, some of you stoners out there, you know what I'm talking about. But it was still good, you know, and he had one of those old school metal pipes with the little screw top, you know, to keep everything in place. And then but it's got a hole at the top. You know what I'm talking about. You fucking old school stoners. It's not dirt weed, Frank. It was not dirt weed. Yeah, Meg, hit up Lori. She might have some left. I'm not sure if these are sold out or whatever, but, you know, fuck, half the time you could just fucking Google a lot of this stuff, and there's all these weird companies that make shirts. I just got a Sadistic Intent shirt from, like, T-shirt something or other. I forget the name, but it was like some corporate weird thing. Bay had no idea. I was asking him about it. Oh, fuck, I don't know. It's just a logo shirt, you know? I don't know, but I was like, dude, I wanted a new Sadistic shirt. Sorry, man. If it's a bootleg or what, he's like, fuck, it's cool. So anyways, fucking, where was I? Pungent Stench, yeah, they were fucking amazing back in the day. Killer. Somebody asked For God Your Soul or Buttering. I prefer For God Your Soul. That's one of my all-time favorite death metal albums. Absolutely crushing. I love Bin Cop Buttering too, and I remember wearing that shirt in high school, and I got sent to the the corpses French kissing, basically. I got sent to the office. I had to go home and change. I refused, so I got sent home, and then what's up, Kyle? What's up, brother? Hail. Yeah, I fucking whatever. I didn't get suspended or anything, but they say you can't wear that here, so I didn't wear it anymore. Unfortunately, at school. But I guess I can see, back then. We're talking like 92, in the parlance of our time. So I don't know if you guys noticed too. One of those kids going to a Pungent Stench show pulled a Bogner. He's wearing a Megadeth shirt. How you gonna wear a Megadeth shirt at a fucking Pungent Stench show, bruh? Fucking, that's a fucking poser right there. Fucking Bogner. That Bogner guy is probably crying because Megadeth is breaking up. Oh, the last album, we're gonna fucking break up. Mustaine's ending it. Fuck. Makes me sick. We're gonna get in trouble for bullying, so that'd be nice. All right. Check out some Crucifixion, then we're gonna get into some Nuclear Death. Oh yeah, fucking always got to throw a Texas band on there, man. That was for you, Carl, if you're still on here. I know Carl's a San Antonio guy. That's a Houston band, so maybe I'll throw that out to Francisco too. Yeah, Crucifixion was badass. Of course, I saw some weird review somewhere. It might have been Metal Archives. Some of those fucking Metal Archives writers. I don't know, man. But yeah, there's fucking sounds like Deicide, you know. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Do you guys hear Deicide in that? I don't. It's a different thing. It's definitely Morbid Angel, you know, but they have their own spin on it. But yeah, underrated band. I got that demo at Wild Rags and couldn't find it. I don't know if I still have it or not, to be honest with you, but got that at Wild Rags. Always been a constant demo in the playlist. Yeah, Frank, I agree. The snare must hit you in the chest for sure. That's a good term, actually. Like, that's what I try to tell the engineer when I'm doing Ruin recordings and whatnot, you know, with Gravehill too. We tried to get that saying, the snare that'll hit you in the fucking chest. Bam, 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 you know. And luckily John Haddad, Trench Studios, my boy, he definitely is able, because he's a drummer. He's a very good drummer, and he's got a good ear. So he's able to fucking usually get that snare to hit you in the chest really good. So, yeah, Frankie, that's a good term, man. Yeah, you know, I guess, you know, there's a little Deicide in there. It's, you know, but then again, I mean, I don't hear, it's not like a rip-off band or anything. You know, they're probably influenced by Morbid Angel, Deicide, you know, definitely has a Florida sound or whatever, but I think, let's see, Crucifixion, look that up real quick. I mean, they were in 1990, so, I mean, the first, you know, first Deicide record definitely was out by then, out and about. All right, let's get into, but yeah, Crucifixion from Houston, Texas. Let's get into some, what's up, Joe? Hails to you, brother. I don't know. Here, let me check the chat real quick. I think we pretty much have the same cast of characters up in here. If there's anybody new and I missed you, my apologies. Bam, 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 bam. Moros. Bob is at the Aberrancy Left Cross show. I forget. Who's the other? There's another band, Bob, that's playing that too, because I saw like 3 bands on the flyer. But Terror Corpse. I haven't heard them. Pretty good. Spirit World, what do you mean, Dan Swano? I don't think he recorded Crucifixion. I'm not really sure what you're talking about on that one, but Terror Corpse. Oh, if they're good, got to check them out. All right, we're going to get into some Nuclear Death. This is the Kavit demo. I got this from Phil back in the day. Phil Hampson, the fucking sick guitar player. It's like a compilation. It has Welcome to the Minds of the Morbid, and then there's like another set of songs on the other side. Let me bust this out real quick. This is cool because that's Phil's writing. Got a rehearsal on here. Pretty fucking badass. So it's got the okay, it's got the Vultures Feeding and the Welcome to the Mind. So it's like a compilation. So it's got like the first 2 demos on here, and then there's a extra rehearsal too, which is fucking sick, dude. Apparently they like dropped LSD and just fucking started jamming and doing some fucking evil shit. I don't know if that's ever been uploaded. I still haven't figured out, because I have some stuff that's not even on YouTube, like that Nuclear Death fucking rehearsal. Like, I know fucking people would lose their shit, but I gotta talk to Lori first to make sure that's cool. Maybe I can fucking figure out a way to upload it onto YouTube and you guys can enjoy it. I'll work on that. But yeah, let's get into, I'm gonna play a couple of Nuclear Death songs because they're one of my all-time favorite bands. And that's what we're gonna do. Let's start off. I think we got some. Oh, yeah, we're going to go to the Welcome to the Minds of the Morbid. This is a Dark Country. Enjoy. Yeah. Oh man, that was at the Axiom in Houston too. All you Texas cats. Joe, I'm not sure if you're from Texas, but you probably are, I would assume. And Carl, obviously. Oh yeah, real quick. Carl had the interview with Mark Riddick last night. I was hanging out with Jeff and Dennis over at El Monte, fucking enjoying a show. So I'm gonna have to fucking watch the replay tomorrow, brother. But yeah, everybody go check out Carl's interview with Mark Riddick on the Witching Hour. Fucking Mark rules, man. He did a lot of old Gravehill artwork, and I was in constant communication with Mark. I did the forward to one of his books, actually. I'll go grab that in a second. Got a little introduction on one of his crazy art books. I think I still have it back here somewhere. But yeah, Mark fucking rules. So I'm really looking forward to that interview. He's a sick underground fucking OG freak, man. He is the coolest, one of the coolest guys ever. Diamanda Gallus. Yeah, there you go. Fucking Diamanda fucking rules, Joe. Love that. Love her. Yeah, fucking Mark's, yeah, Meg. The sketchbook, I can't wait. He does a lot of those, you know. It's just so he's just constantly fucking writing art down. Actually, his twin brother Mike, Mike's the one that Mark actually connected with Mike to do Metal Maniacs because Mike Riddick took over Metal Maniacs for a while, and he did the metalhit.com label. So yeah, when I was doing Metal Maniacs, that was through the Riddick brothers. So I was just doing like fucking band reviews and demo reviews on MySpace. Remember that? Fucking MySpace? I was posting fucking reviews on my MySpace page. And Riddick, I was working for some webzines and stuff, some of my friends' webzines. I was doing reviews, and I was doing interviews and reviews for my buddy Juan's fanzine, Bulldozer, local LA fanzine here. And oh yeah, what's up, James? I don't know if I said what's up to you or not. Good to see you, brother. But yeah, Jarbo rules too, James. Jarbo fucking dude. I saw Swans in 94, 95, somewhere around there. The Great Annihilator Tour, fucking incredible. One of the best live shows I've ever seen. Joe, Aussie. Oh, okay, cool. Well, fucking thanks for fucking tuning in, mate. Fuck yeah. And then fucking Jeff Chapman down there in New Zealand, my Kiwi brother, you know, we were talking about cunt. Before I forget, hey, you cunt. Love you cunt. When Gravehill toured with Diocletian, the New Zealanders, they fucking, every other word. It was like Wolf Creek. Cunt. You cunt. Oh, that cunt. That's a, yeah, you're a good cunt. You're a cunt. Everything's a fucking cunt. So I was saying cunt that was 2014. Pretty much 2014 into 2015. I was just everybody was a fucking cunt. Every fucking, you know, Bogner definitely would have been offended because I was using cunt every other word instead of fuck. So he would have been even more fucking butthurt about that. But yeah, now I'm back to fuck, you know, because I'm mentally retarded. So I either say cunt or fuck, shit, fuck face, you know, that's just how it is. But anyways, where the fuck were we? I'm going off on these tangents, but that's the beauty of this fucking channel is that we could fucking do what the hell we want. But yeah, Nuclear Death, there is fucking never going to be another one of those bands, you know. And this Caveat fucking demo, I got all the stuff. I never got a copy of that All Creatures Great and Eaten. I didn't like it when it first came out, but I enjoy it more now. So they gotta do a re-release of that or something. But I did an episode on the Nuclear Death cassette tape box set or whatever. Fucking, it's incredible. You guys got to go check that out. And then, oh yeah, Carl's got shirts now too, Witching Hour shirts that Mark Riddick designed the logo. So make sure you go check that out. Carl fucking definitely is one of the dudes that helped me out with establishing this channel and was a big fucking instrumental part. So I appreciate you, brother. Love you, man. And yeah, you got to go support the Witching Hour show. One of the best shows on YouTube for sure. Get a fucking shirt, represent, fucking support Carl. And but yeah, Nuclear Death is like, you know, I know somebody commented the Bride of Insect rules, but the demos are the best or whatever. I love the fucking demos. I love everything up to Actually, All Creatures Great and Eaten is a fucking killer release, totally different. But my favorite album is Carry On. So that Bride fucking rules, and the 4 Are Dead 7-inch fucking absolutely rules. But the Carry On album, there's just that riff from Vampirism. It's just like one of the most evil, fucking no war metal band in existence besides Blasphemy has an evil riff like that. Blasphemy has some fucking evil riffs, but that goddamn Vampirism fucking riff, just everything about that fucking album is just incredible. And I'm sure they were fucking taking drugs and fucking going off. They were crazy Arizona cunts. And it sucks because they had obviously the band branched off a little bit. I think Phil left at one point. Laurie kept it going with the drummer after Joel. His name escapes me right now, but they did some weird stuff. But then they reunited with Phil and Joel, I believe, in the late 90s, early 2000s. And they played Arizona, but I was in jail. My buddies Bart and George went out to Arizona to catch them, and they said it was fucking incredible. But yeah, I missed it. So I've never seen Nuclear Death live, so I'm fucking pissed. But that Axiom Houston show back in the day, I'm sure Francisco was there, Sal, Splatteria, a lot of the Houston heads. I know you crazy motherfuckers, if you're watching, listening, I'm sure you were there. I don't know if you went to that show, Carl. I know, it's not like San Antonio and Houston are super close. It's kind of like, me driving to Bakersfield or like Fresno or something. But it's like 4 or 5 hours away, whatever. Maybe 3, I don't know, depending on the old traffic. But yeah, Nuclear Death, man. All right, I got a lot of fucking songs to play still, so let's get back into it. I'm going to play a couple 2-3 in a row so we can get the playlist fucking smoking here. So here's some Putrid Resurrection. All right, man. They got a little Bogner there with those little acoustic parts. Fucking system shit from Belgium. Got this demo from Jen from Agathocles. Fucking old buddy. Killer dude. Yeah, system shit's fucking badass. They're all over the fucking place. Grindcore, death metal, fucking acoustic. They fucking maybe Opeth, like system shit or whatever. They get all Opeth, get a little progressive and melodic. Fucking. But no, I love that system shit demo. It's fucking. It's cool to put that. It's like that's how the underground was back then. Production, shit, fucking murky, fucked up, dirty, in some basement in Belgium. They're just fucking jamming out, pure energy, fucking around, mixing styles, brutal as fuck, fucking badass. I'm sure they were fucking fun live too. I'm sure Gothically's played a bunch of shows with them and shit. But yeah, the Belgian scene is definitely underrated. There's a lot of not as big as some of the other scenes, but there's a lot of fucking killer bands from Belgium for sure. And then Putrid Resurrection got this demo back in the day from the boys. I believe this was part of the EOG stuff. They sent this in for review, if I'm not mistaken. Michigan. Got a lot of really good Michigan bands coming up. Of course, Fatal, everybody knows them. I'm going to play some of their second demo. And After the Soul Burns, they had another one, I believe, or maybe it was before that. But anyways, there's another demo. The Soul Burns demo is the one that was fucking all over the place. Talked about that before. There's like a handful of demos that they seem like there was like 5,000 copies of those things around the world. Soul Burns is one of them. Everybody had that shit. But yeah, Putrid Resurrection. I got some zombified Preachers of Gore coming up on a future episode here soon. So I love that fucking band too. But Putrid Resurrection, they did the one thing, one demo, and I think there's a compilation. Maybe it's this and some live stuff that was put out after that. But fucking yeah, Putrid Resurrection. I saw some of you guys responding to that. Frankie, you got the munchies, huh? You fucking doing some rips, doing some bong rips, smoking a little bit of the devil's lettuce. I think somebody, speaking of that, somebody asked if you, hey, anybody here smoke resin? I used to smoke resin all the fucking time. I'd make my own little hash balls with the keef. I had one of those grinders when I was a fucking stoner back in the day. You take the weed, grind it up, saves the keef at the bottom, and then you fucking scrape your fucking pipe. Don't scrape the bong. That shit's nasty. Scrape your fucking pipe. The metal pipe. If you got those, Frankie, you know what's up, dude. Fucking in LA, we had the fucking, we used to smoke out of apples, fucking soda beer cans, whatever. Soda cans were better because you didn't have that weird beer taste in them. You had the sweet taste of the soda residue. You poke holes in the fucking soda can and push it down a little bit. Makes your little reservoir to put your fucking pot. And then you fucking poke a carb on the side and then, fucking light that shit up. You use the fucking, the main part of the fucking soda where you drink out of as your fucking, entrance point when you're smoking. And you got yourself you got yourself a pipe. But we did apples. But then, once you graduated to being a seasoned stoner, we had those metal pipes. This is before glass and shit like that. Only the hardcore hippies knew about the glass, all the Bay Area and, Green Triangle motherfuckers up there in the fucking weed areas up there. They had the glass. We didn't have glass down here for a while. You start going to the head shops, they had glass bongs and stuff like that. But then glass pipes started showing up. And obviously meth heads hijacked that and fucking, you see fucking speed freaks fucking have the glass pipes and shit. There's all these memes about it. But anyways, there was, before that, there was the metal pipes and it was all pieces. And resin was for broke motherfuckers. I was a broke motherfucker. So I would make my own little hash balls with the resin and the keef, roll it up, put it in the pipe, man. Fucking spark it up. So you did it. Fucking get stoned off your ass too. It was pure THC. PVC bong's another one, Frankie. I don't know if you ever did those gravity bongs in the bathtub with the fucking 2-gallon milk jugs. Fucking brutal, man. That's some fucking. I hung out with some crazy stoners. But yeah, system shit. Putrid Resurrection. Belgium and Michigan. Fucking representing on the fucking Welcome to Hell fucking show. Let's see. What we got fucking next here? Let's say fucking extra for our boy. Fucking. Fucking. Since I'm mentally retarded. All right, this is there's 2 Carrion Lords. They're both killer. This is the Carrion Lord that did the Ancient Lie demo in 93. This is a killer fucking reversal. Check it out. Uh-oh, we're getting Wagner again, getting all progressive. I think we'll pass fucking listen to this demo too. Yeah. Yeah. I know that Carry-On Lord seemed to fucking scare some people away. I love that fucking demo, though. It's fucking slow and low. I know, Frankie, you don't like the slow shit, so you're probably like, what the fuck is this? But, yeah, we were in contact with both Carry-On Lords. I remember laughing back in the day. Yeah, that Carry-On Lord is the Doom Death band from Ohio. So there's an Ohio band for you. Cincinnati, to be exact. They only had that one rehearsal. They sent it in 93. It's a 93 rehearsal demo. And then the other Carry-On Lord is also... Yeah, they're like a doomy band. They're from Maryland. I remember King Fowley, some of the packages that I wrote to with him had the Maryland Carry-On Lord demo in there, some of the ads. That's how I found out about the other one. And I got the other one playing on a future show. But anyways, I know it's not everybody's cup of blood, but it's all good. What about that Cryptal Darkness, though, man? Aussie fucking heavy fucking shit. What's up, Aaron? Finally, you're joining us. Were your ears burning? Me and Austin were ragging on you earlier, brother. No, we love you, man. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, Cryptal Darkness from Australia. I didn't realize my buddy Mark Kelson, that was his band. Mark is in the Eternal, which is like goth. You know, it's totally different symphonic goth metal and kind of progressive or whatever. Definitely not anything that I play on my channel, whatever, but they, Mark was good friends with Rhett from the old Morgon days. I guess they played together at some festival or something and remained in contact. And Mark's awesome, man. He's an old death metal head. Obviously, he had Cryptal Darkness and a couple of the bands prior to that, but Cryptal Darkness is fucking badass. Totally fucking underrated, fucking Aussie fucking death metal band. One of my favorite fucking recordings, actually. Totally killer. I want to say that Mark didn't contact EOG. Somebody else in the band did about getting included on that. I might have gotten in contact with Cryptal Darkness because of the Disembowelment guys, you know, writing to them. Disembowelment was, I think, one of the first bands from Australia, from what I remember, but that I got in contact with. But yeah. And then we have Infamy. Fucking, I was talking about them earlier. Fucking one of LA's underground gems. This Count the Dead demo is a classic. Formed in the ashes of Entity and Brainstorm. Both of those bands broke up. Emilio from Brainstorm went on to Sadistic. And Jagger started Infamy with Memo and James from Entity. And then I believe Eddie Gomez is a local guitar player. I think he was one of the first guys in the band. And maybe Richard from Entity. Maybe Eddie was the second guitar player after Richard left or whatever. I think Richard was in Infamy. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, it was a couple Entity dudes and Brainstorm Jagger. And yeah, man. Rest in peace, Jagger, too, by the way. But yeah, this fucking classic demo. They started gigging around and see if I can. I think I dug up a couple of cool pictures. See if I copied them over. Let's see. Yeah, here's Jagger. Old buddy of mine. Rest in peace. Throwing the horns. Jamming on his infamous bass. I didn't find, so far, I haven't found any old, like, original flyers from that old era when Infamy first started, but here's a couple. This is a tribute to one of the brothers that passed away. This is 2003. Oscar had passed away. I didn't know Oscar, but Infamy, Sepsism, Slack Babbitt was a local Black Sabbath cover band, then Entity, of course. The good old Stardust. I don't know if any of you locals are familiar with Stardust Club in Downey. I think they still do shows there too periodically. It's kind of funny. It's a little hell, a little shithole, hellhole, whatever, little bar, but it's fucking cool. They fucking, it's always fucking fun to play places like that. And then let's see, this is one of the festivals that Juan put together. Pretty brutal. Gathering of the Bestial Legion. I think this might be the first one. 2003. Deicide, Incan, Usurper, Transmetal, Morjon, Cattle Decapitation, Sexism Phobia, Resuscitator, Will-O-Wisp. I can't read the Samaria. Infamy's on there, obviously. Pagan War Machine, Latuma Census, Nima, Scarred, Soulless. Yeah, most of these bands. Nuclear Winter, Gatekeeper. A lot of Scarred. I think I said that already. And then I can't read some of the other logos. But yeah, a lot of local bands. But it was good. I was there. That was a fun night. Infamy fucking killed. But classic demo. One of the best LA death metal demos that we have. So came out in the middle of the 90s too, which was kind of cool. I'm still doing some good stuff. All right. Let's get back to the music. I got to get back to my folder here. All right. Yeah, YouTube's being kind of weird, so I apologize for the delays. Some of the songs. I don't know what's going on. All right, we're going to talk about a couple of these releases here. I don't know if anybody's ever heard Gory Melanoma. This is Frankie. You'll like this. It's pretty grindy. I don't know if you're still on here or not. Said you're going to take a break, but hopefully Frankie sees this. I got the Gory Melanoma emetic split, and then I'll play some Blood Clot too from Fresno. So we're doing some Bay Area stuff and some Central Valley Cali. So here's a Cali Attack trifecta: Gory Melanoma, emetic, and Blood Clot, and I'll talk about some of these releases.
Dedicate this piece to all you players and all you ladies out there.
Yeah, man, a fucking California trifecta of like fucking ugly ass fucking death grind right there. Gory melanoma, fucking Jeff. You like that? That's the shit right there. Suffer thy genitalia. Fucker is chopping his shit off. Doing all kinds of shit to it, man. Woo. And then here's the gory melanoma hit by a bus. Try to get that glare off of there. Fucking 7-inch. And then here's the emetic. My boys. This is my boy Shanky. I told Jerry from ET to tell Shanky to tune in. I don't know if you're watching Shanky, but that's my boy Shanky. He's from the Doom Rider crew, the Pluto and No Less, and Calmex guys. He was in Calmex and the Rift Merchants. All the Redwood City boys. Those are our brothers from up in the Bay. They definitely say hella, but we let them slide with that, man. We love them. But yeah, medic, premium malt grind and hit by a fucking bus. Classic stuff. And then blood clot. Yeah, I would fucking gasp. I believe we played a show at a crazy lesbian biker bar in the Mission District in San Francisco with Mouse from Dystopia. He had a band called Medication Time. They were kind of like Venom and just Motorhead-ish, but like fucking evil, fucking cool, fucking just thrashy punk and shit. So I believe Gory Melanoma, Blood Clot, and Emetic all fucking played. They played one of the shows, and I could have sworn, look, the mid-'90s into the late 90s were a blur for me. So I seem to remember a house party, too, somewhere maybe possibly in Central California, or in between Central California and the Bay Area, maybe Santa Cruz or something. But Gory Melanoma and Emetic were playing, and I know I could have sworn they played PCH down here in Wilmington. And Blood Clot, too. Blood Clot was from Fresno, and these other guys were from like San Jose area, which is adjacent to the Bay. It's kind of like the Orange County and Los Angeles are adjacent, just like San Jose and the Bay Area, too. So, but yeah, there was a lot of fucking killer fucking death grind in the mid to late 90s coming out of that area. You know, dead bodies everywhere, and Been Numb, and of course, No Less, and those guys doing their thing. All the Redwood City boys, those are our brothers, the Pluto Locos. So, fucking A. But what's up, Rotten Punks? Yeah, I mean, you're just jumping in here. You're going to have to watch the replay because we're going to be wrapping up here shortly. We actually got through a good amount of songs. I'm going to play Coffin Text next time. I don't know if I'll have time to do a show next weekend or not, but I'm going to try to do another live stream soon. If not next weekend, the following. We'll see. Got some other stuff going on, but let's keep this going. We got a couple, 2-3 more. This is Infestation from Mexico. Check it out. You know, Abhorrence, Amorphis, couple of the same dudes, couple two tree. Fucking brutal, man. I love that fucking Amorphis demo. The old Amorphis stuff. I know that Privilege of Evil was supposed to be a split with Incantation. And, oh yeah, Mike Abominations Esquire. Very swanky. And, you know, does Bogner not realize that I am Mike Abominations Esquire? That I am not retarded? And I only say fuck a lot because it's a really good term to put into space when you're using the human language. It does not make you mentally retarded. So Bogner is not aware of this. And he's probably already reported us. He's probably already reported this channel. We'll see how long this fucking stream lasts. He's being bullied right now. Oh my God. Yeah, don't trust anybody that ever judges you for saying fuck, by the way. They are a complete wimp. Male, female, whatever. You don't say fuck a lot. You're not my friend. It's a very handy word. Anyways, back to Amorphis. Fucking, I did a Demo Stacks episode about the demo Dissentiment of Soul. I didn't do any research or take any notes because we're live and we're fucking winging it. Tony, I think I wrote to Tony, Tonni. Yeah, fucking A. Fuck is the best word ever. Heavy equipment mechanic. Yeah, if you're a heavy equipment mechanic, brother, you're going to say it a lot. Probably fucking, definitely fucking jam your fingers up in some of that shit, man. You're saying fuck quite a bit. But yeah, Amorphis fucking ruled. You know, Abhorrence back then broke up, unfortunately, and Amorphis was kind of in the ashes of that. A couple two tree guys from Abhorrence went on to form Amorphis, and yeah, that split that was supposed to be with Incantation ended up, Relapse ended up putting that shit out. It was fucking awesome. But the demo and, you know, the Carillion Ishtimus, I like that album. That's another example of melodic death metal that I like. But it's got some other heavy duty shit on there too. A couple, two, three of these songs. I don't think, there's 3 songs on here. I think the 2 of the songs on this demo are on the debut record. Again, I don't like Tales from the Thousand Lakes. You guys might dig it. I've never liked it. Yeah, Carillion rules, man. What a fucking really cool, majestic death metal record, you know. Well produced, got the Viking thing going, the battles, and, you know, the whole fucking thing. Lots of melody, but it's really eerie and haunting, and that's how it should be, you know. But it's also majestic, like I said, you know. So they were going for that, whatever. Tales went full majestic. Yeah, Misery Path fucking rules. Classic song. But yeah, no, Amorphis fucking ruled, man. All right, we got a couple 2-3 songs left here. Let's get to it, and then we're going to end this. So, Mortal Mutilation. Check it out.
Resurrection, working is for destroyed. I want it taken. Just die. Schizophrenia, paranoid pain, lunatic God, not pain. To praise my life, to want to die, with the taste alive by now.
All right, there's some Spanish death metal for you. We got that demo back in the day for the Extinction of God zine and comp too. That's one of the rare bands that Dave Rotten didn't get his hands on. It seems like he put out pretty much 80 to 85% of the Spanish death metal scene back in the day on Drum Productions and moving, Repulse Records after that, and then now Extreme Music. But yeah, back in the day, pretty much everything was Drum Productions coming out of Spain. So that was Morbid Mutilation was one band that was not affiliated with that for some reason, but whatever, man. It was fucking definitely fucking killer, heavy duty. Yeah, let's see. Get caught up with the chat here. I think we already got caught up. All right. Yeah, we're good. Kai, you did a cover of Amorphis the Gathering. I don't think I've heard that album or song. Not familiar with that. Between being a field mechanic and a death metal guitarist. Yeah, you got to say fuck a lot, man. I am a somewhat of a death metal guitarist. I write fucking songs and shit. Definitely don't do any good solos, though. Tomorrow, Christian and I are going to be tracking more guitars for the Ruin album. So we're very close to being done. We have one more session after that, which is vocals. And then we just have to place the samples and send it off to mixing after that. So Our boy Andrew Lee is going to be mixing that, and we'll be fucking good to go soon, hopefully. So we're a couple 2 or 3 sessions away. Okay, here's some Lethal Prayer. Enjoy. Yeah, man. Fucking Lethal Prayer. Pittsburgh originally. They made the pilgrimage to Tampa eventually. But that's Bill Belial, man. He's been around forever. couple of the guys from Lethal Prayer, they're still active too. I don't know what's going on, but they probably still play some shows and fests. Maybe, I don't know. You guys tell me. Anybody seen them recently? Fucking killer. Yeah, that album's badass, man. I got the CD somewhere. A lot of my CDs are like packed in the garage right now, though. So it's like I'm working my way through the tapes and 7-inches, and I haven't even got to the LPs. I got fucking stashed somewhere else. You can't put fucking vinyl in a hot garage, you know? So got them in the fucking different area. But yeah, the CDs, still got fucking tons of fucking CDs to go through and shit. So yeah, thank you, Belial. Fucking A. Is that Chris? Chris from the fucking ET crew. I think I remember the nick. Like I said, you gotta identify yourself sometimes with these handles and these nicknames, man. I can't fucking remember everybody. I can't even remember fucking most of the fucking names. But just because I wrote background alone, it's not AI. Also because the music. All right, Jack Wagons, drive in. There we go. This is definitely not a Bogner comment. Appreciate you, brother. That's cool. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. I'm just trying to fucking share the love. You know what I mean? Like, I am who I am, man. I fucking curse a lot. Fucking sometimes I like to have some beverages and I fucking space out, have a fucking stroke. Fucking on air, live. It's all good, man. We get through it. Love you guys. Love everybody for fucking tuning in, you know. Appreciate you. You know, I just want to fucking spread the fucking word and give fucking tribute and flowers and all that good shit to the fucking heads that did all this fucking great music that we seem to be obsessed with and fucking love so much. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Jack Wagons. Fucking A. You are welcome here, brother. Thank you, Frankie, and all you other heads, too, for loving it. But, yeah, Lethal Prayer is fucking badass, guys, gals, everybody. Go check them out. Fucking do some fucking YouTube search and check them out if you like that fucking song. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mike. Hell, yeah. There was some obscure shit on here, man. You know, I'm going to be doing that periodically. There's always the fucking main bands we all know. There's always going to be Immolation and Grave and shit like that, obviously. The bands that we are all familiar with. But we definitely fucking need to fucking show some appreciation for the fucking deep fucking underground bands too, man. Some of those bands that just did like one rehearsal, one demo. And, you know, we got to appreciate them because they're just as important in the history, you know. So that's what it's all about. But let's see. We got one last song to bust out. Then we're going to get out of here. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure you share this video, like, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. The algorithms love all the fucking likes and comments and shit like that. So I'm not going to sit here and beg, but go through and watch all the old videos if you can. And fucking, you know, I appreciate you guys for the fucking support. We're going to end this show with fucking Deformity from Sweden. Sickly Obsessed. This one kind of snuck in 1992. There was obviously an explosion out there. Appreciate you, Splinter. Fuck yeah. But yeah, watch out for those scummy truck stop bathrooms, Mike. Fucking hey, truck stop showers fucking rule, man. Just got to wear your shower shoes, man, because you don't know what the fuck's going on down there on the fucking floor. But all right. Again, appreciate you guys. Here's some fucking Deformity from Sweden. Until next time. If I have time next week to do a show next weekend, I'll do one. If not, I'll see you guys in a couple 2 weeks. All right? Later. Have a good one and a better one tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some ruin tracking tomorrow, so that should be fun. Until then, who loves you, baby?